All right, what's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? You guys chilling? You doing all right? Let me try to adjust this phone the best I can. Excuse me. I think that's a pretty good angle. So, this channel that we got here is mostly about cars, right? And we talk cars, and we talk things surrounding cars, like how to get cars. We haven't really channeled in how to fix cars and things like that yet. I will get there because I do fix some of my cars up and things. Throughout the years I've done it, so a little bit experience, but not like full on mechanic or anything like that. But I do know some things. I can YouTube some things. I can learn some things. I can teach some things. So, but anyway, what I want to kind of get off topic a little bit, and with everything going on in the world, obviously this affects, getting cars, right? This affects getting money. This affects, getting money to get cars. So essentially, we are gonna get off topic, but technically this topic involves cars, So anyway, we're gonna chat about that. So real quick, everyone, it's May 6th. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. I want to just keep you guys updated. So officially with my full-time job, I am officially now part-time. So instead of quitting, decided to do full-on part-time, where it's literally like 20, 30 hours a week. I still get a good check. I still got lots of, PTO and amongst other things. So it's quite nice. I've literally made my job passive income. How'd you do that, Thomas? I'm not going to teach you guys that just yet, but I literally done that. We're doing that. Obviously, still got my businesses, and we're here in sunny Florida, so things are okay. I can't speak for other parts of the world, but here in Florida, things are okay. So on that topic, on that note, with everything going on in the world, everyone's kind of rumoring, so to speak, maybe an incoming recession. Now, I don't want people to get scared, and I typically don't like to share bad news. So I'm trying to be a positive person, but I got to be real when I see real, right? I gotta be real with you guys. So, with so-called recession looming, right? Here's some things that I recommend for those who are trying to stay afloat or try to get money during a recession. Because when some people see a recession as a time where, there's just bad luck and nothing can go right, prepare for the worst. Others see a recession as opportunity. Now you say, Thomas, what the heck are you talking about? Oh yeah, I'm about to share some info. So obviously, you have different types of people in this world, and by types I mean there's some who will hear information and they'll just assume the worst, and others hear information and they just become hungry and assume the best. So, with that being said, whenever I want to share this information, whenever there's a recession, and I think a lot of people kind of learned this during COVID too. Obviously, there's a lot of people who didn't, but for those people who didn't, I want to kind of reach out to you guys. So whenever there's a recession or economic downfall, what typically happens during these times is that the Fed, our governments and things of that nature, try to keep things somewhat afloat until we can climb up out of this hole that we dug ourselves in, right? So typically during this, for certain people, you can probably get more funding depending on, a lot of different factors. You can get more funding. You can get opportunities to invest in things for a really lower price compared to higher prices. Obviously, with inflation, that's a little difficult. But during 2008 recession, for example, right? Now, late 2008, early 2009, if you had the funds, some type of funds, you were able to then buy property for dirt cheap. And I mean dirt cheap. I mean, like, you could probably go and buy a nice house for like $100K at the time. You know what I mean? Like dirt cheap. So, you know, for people who, again, have the mindset, you know, recession is opportunity. It's not, oh, it's the end of the world. Everybody, you know, brace yourselves. No, it's opportunity, guys. Some people wait for the recession. They're waiting for a recession. They're like, oh, they're coming now. Let me just save up a little bit of money here, save up a little bit of money there. Once the recession comes, it's time to do stuff. You know, because essentially during recessions, especially when it comes to real estate, I mean, I don't know how, you know, this recession could be a little different because of inflation and stuff. But especially when it comes to real estate, that's when you can buy stuff for dirt cheap. I mean, if you have good credit or decent credit during a recession, you're not showing banks that you're blowing your money because it's a recession. Listen, you can buy a lot of stuff for dirt cheap. I'm talking houses. I'm talking multiple cars, things of that nature. So that's why I'm right now, I got something. I ain't gonna say what I got, but basically I'm about to shoot my credit score to 800. So when that recession does come, oh boy, let me tell you something. I've always said I wanted to buy a couple rental properties, and I want to do that. Yeah, it's a recession. Maybe no one's not spending money like that, whatever. But I'll do it on the tail end where, you know, not on the front end of recession because you still got a long time to go, but maybe like a year from now, you know, I can say, it's time to go buy some properties, some nice stuff, right? Other than that, you also have to think to yourself, right? During a recession, you got to keep in mind too. You got to keep in mind of this too, is that you have so much opportunity, you know, but you can't sit around and be working a 9 to 5, because as a person doing that during a recession, guess what? Guess who lets you go first? Your 9 to 5, right? And so now you're stuck with no money because you were dependent on your 9 to 5, right? So I'm not saying don't have a 9 to 5, right? Everybody needs a 9 to 5. Or in today's world, it's more like a 9 to 8. But you guys get what I'm saying, is that don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't rely strictly on one source of income. Try to create multiple sources of income. And so this is something that I want to really touch base as we go on, you know, the next couple months, couple years, whatever. You're going to start to see my channel grow, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to evolve mostly around cars, but we're going to touch topics that involves how to get these cars too, is creating multiple sources of income. You know what I mean? So there's two types of income. There's income that you go and work for, right? You put your hard-earned time, money, and sweat, and you go and make this money using time. And then the other way is you're going to essentially passively get this money, not using your time per se. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So that's the two types of ways. You know, the hard part is trying to figure out how to go about that. You know, how to exceed that. So when we come into, that's why these recessions are getting worse, because essentially what's happening is when you come into this, recession type times, because in the modern day era, there's a lot of opportunity and people can make money essentially doing other things. For example, YouTube, right? Not me personally, But, there's other YouTubers out there who, some of these guys are making, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands per month of YouTube. Now, do you think a recession will affect those people? Me personally, I don't think that, because when it comes to YouTube, I know it's powered by Google and stuff, but when it comes to YouTube, this is a people watched basis, and so when recessions come around and a lot more people at home, guess what's going to happen? We're going to have a repeat of 2020, where people are at home, and what they're going to be doing? Watching YouTube, trying to figure out how to better themselves. So these are some of the things, just an example, to kind of try to get into where it's not taking too much of your time. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So that's essentially what I want to talk about. I just wanted to touch base on that topic real quick, and just kind of let you guys know, like, what's going on. Like, obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on between food shortages, where there's a food shortage around the world. Looming recessions, not just here in America, looming recessions all over the world. You got the wars in Ukraine and things of that nature, and there's a lot of stuff going on. But you guys can't let that cloud your judgment. You can't let that get into your brain, because essentially that's what they, right, are trying to do. So you guys really have to just stay positive. You know what I mean? Like, tomorrow's another day. Like, things only get better. They get worse and then they get better. That's known fact. I'm not making this stuff up. Things get better, things get worse, and then from worse they get better. It's a cycle. So just keep that in mind. Know that, guys. Things will get better. All right? Peace.